Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having a Pisces Sun and a Cancer Ascendant in a natal chart. Now, these signs are trine by sign. They are compatible by sign. They're both water signs. They're both feminine signs, which suggest introversion and privacy. Pisces Sun can be about solitude and seclusion, and Cancer rising can be about the home and family and introversion. So they are rather similar in their expression, and they can blend very well together. Sun and Pisces can be empathic, and you have a Cancer Ascendant, which could have very good intuitive and instinctive ability. So a lot of times this person may make their decisions based on their own instincts rather than necessarily rationalizing a situation. Now, Mercury. Now you have if Mercury, say, is in Aries, this might give a little bit more direction in their thinking, I believe, as opposed to, say, Pisces. Pisces Mercury, obviously, as many of you know, it's in its detriment. But if you have an Aquarius, Aquarius as well could be very good placement, because Aquarius is obviously a sign which is, it can be ingenious and can give a lot of original thinking and more maybe rational thought, as opposed to Mercury and Pisces. So that would help to some degree if if Mercury is either in Aries or Aquarius as opposed to Pisces. So anyway, when you look at natal chart, the sun represents our basic wants, while the rising sign or ascendant can represent the manner or method in which one attains these basic wants. So, Sun and Pisces, the basic wants, can be connected with their dreams, their ideals, self-sacrifice, fantasy, escape, and I don't mean this in a derogatory sense. I mean just things connected perhaps with solitude and seclusion, and perhaps also spirituality and the metaphysical. Now, having a Cancer Ascendant, this person may attain one or more of these Pisces basic wants, perhaps in a Cancer manner, such as in a very nurturing manner, in a very clinging manner. This person might grab their dream, so to speak, and really hold on to it once they've really attained what they want, because Cancer rising can actually be tenacious and have some persistence. So even though Cancer rising can be changeable or moody and temperamental and all that, it still has certain persistence, I believe, with things that they are truly desirous of and things that are very, very infatuated and enamored with. And it could indicate that maybe one or more of these Pisces dreams or ideals may be attained through a Cancer-like career, such as cultivating, gardening, things connected even with nostalgia, real estate, home renovation, repair, something with the family. It could indicate that maybe this person goes into maybe some business with their family, and they inject their Pisces Sun idealism into this and put their self-sacrifice into this. This person may really work untiring or do things for their home and their family in a way, and maybe and put a lot of exorbitant time into doing so, because you have that Pisces Sun connected with self-sacrifice and the Cancer Ascendant, in which home and family matters can figure prominently in his or her life scheme. So that's important to remember as well. And also, the thing was talking about that Pisces is a sign that could be connected strongly with things connected with the metaphysical and spirituality. Perhaps this could be a person that might become involved with one or both of these things, and perhaps do something in out of their home through this, and show a lot of that Cancer-like sympathy and that nurturing and that compassion with this. And really, and also you have to keep in mind too that both these signs being water signs, this could be a person that may like to go out on excursions and take a lot of as far as trips and journeys. And especially if the sun, I believe, if it falls in the ninth house, you could really see this person putting that dreamy Pisces thing, going out on these long excursions, going into maybe their own, maybe uncharted waters, so to speak, or going to that, or going to some place where it really has almost like a fantasy or dream-like existence maybe for them, something that takes them away from reality, so to speak, and puts them in an area where everything is so, I guess you could say, beautiful and pristine, for example, and really peaceful and tranquil. Well, anyway, people, the sun sign, I'm sorry, what I want to talk about now is the aspect, if any, that is made between the Sun and Pisces and the Cancer Ascendant. This could indicate how these energies may integrate or not integrate as well. Well, in many cases, you'll have the trine aspect between the Pisces Sun and the Cancer Ascendant. Let's say that the Pisces Sun is at 12 degrees and the Cancer Ascendant is at 13 degrees. That would form a trine aspect. They're compatible by sign anyway, but they would integrate in even better if you have the trine aspect, and this could be a very positive and auspicious aspect. Now, however, on the negative side, you can have an out-of-sign inconjunct or square aspect take place between these energies. Let's say for the inconjunct, let's say that the Pisces Sun is at 1 degree and the Cancer Ascendant is at 29 degrees. Well, that would form an out-of-sign inconjunct aspect, which would be adverse or adversarial. And even though you still have the compatibility by sign, you still have a little bit of that friction, that negative energy, and these energies may not integrate as well as otherwise indicated. Now, you could also have an out-of-sign square aspect take place. Let's say that the Pisces Sun is at 28 degrees and you have the Cancer Ascendant at 2 degrees. Well, that would be considered adverse or adversarial as well by aspect. And even if the person is not cognizant of his or her astrological placements, it could indicate that this person may feel somewhat misconstrued or misunderstood by others due to the fact that what they're projecting outwardly may be strongly different than what is going on inside. So that is something, and it could cause some feelings of inner exasperation and tension, and the same would apply with the inconjunct, as far as the inconjunct, out of sign inconjunct aspect as well. Well, anyway, it's important to look at the house placement of the Sun in Pisces, because even though the Cancer Ascendant may suppress the Pisces Sun energy to some degree as far as what's being projected outwardly anyway, that being said, the Sun in Pisces energy may still come out at least somewhat prominently in that particular house that it is posited in. So let's say if the Sun in Pisces is in the 9th house, you might see that dreamy side, that idealism, and that real strong, compassionate Pisces side come out perhaps in matters connected with long-distance journeys. You might see this person take a number of long-distance journeys by the sea. Perhaps in matters with in-laws, if applicable, there might be some Pisces ambivalence and ambiguity connected with this. And perhaps, and you might also see the Pisces, the Sun kind of compassion come out as well, and perhaps even matters with higher education if applicable. And if the Pisces Sun is posited in the 10th house, well, the 10th house is an angular house. And this energy might come out a little more strongly as opposed to the 9th or 11th because of this. The angular house, energies in the angular houses generally will come out stronger as opposed to the other type houses. And that Pisces Sun energy may come out strongly in matters pertaining to their livelihood, their career. You might see maybe some ambivalence in connection with this. Perhaps you might see that Pisces strong, let's say, maybe that self-sacrificing side, that charitable side of Pisces come out in matters connected with this, and even matters connected with authority figures and even the dominant parent. Let's say that the Pisces Sun is posited in the 11th house. Well, you might see that Pisces self-sacrificing, charitable, compassionate side come out, perhaps in matters connected with their friends, their acquaintances, and even maybe even somehow in their humanitarian endeavors. It could be someone that puts a lot a lot of extra time in matters connected with humanitarianism, and also perhaps in their goals and their aspirations as well. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having the Sun in Pisces and a Cancer Ascendant in a natal chart. Stay tuned next time where I'll be dissertating and talking about having a Pisces Sun and a Leo Ascendant in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.